Rachel from Her Thrive, and I'm super stoked that you're here. As you can see, I have an Erin Condren box in front of me, and I'm so excited about what's in here. It's not another seasonal surprise box. I think that's the only thing that I've done on here, but I got a new order this week, and I'm so excited about it. So Erin Condren had a 25% off sale. I had a 20% coupon code from my EC surprise box, and then I feel like there was something else. Oh, if you got Petite planners, you get them 20% off if you buy 4. So I had a really good discount on these items. Now, as you can see, I already unboxed it. I opened everything up so that you wouldn't have to sit there and watch me unbox everything and open on the packaging. So I got this sapphire colored folio. It holds 4 notebooks in it. It's called Sapphire. It's navy blue. I really like this color. So I got this folio so I can keep all my notebooks in, and then I got 4 notebooks. So let me show you what I got. Okay, so I got this daily. It's the volume 4 for 2019, and it's a daily planner. It starts October to December, and so it's the last quarter of the year, and it has a monthly layout and then a daily, and it's dated for every day of the month for October, November, and December. So I'm going to use this one in my notebook. And then I got 2 lined notebooks. They're exactly the same. And then I got the volume 1 for 2020. So this one is January through March. It's the first quarter of the 2020 year. And I didn't get the entire thing because, one, I did want these notebooks, and I only wanted to buy 4 at the time. So I needed lined, and then I want to make sure that I really do like these dailies before I take the plunge and then buy all the other ones. What if these don't work out for me? So I've got 2 different ones. That gives me 6 months to really give it a go before I go and purchase. But I know for certain I'm going to use the lined notebooks. So that's what I got. Now I paid, these have the new kaleidoscope design on them, and so this one's from like 2019. So these are the 2020, I guess, versions you could say, and that's why they're both kaleidoscope. Now this one is the woven, and I forgot what the heck I was gonna say. I don't remember what I was gonna say, but I am for sure gonna. I'm just gonna keep on going. I know for sure I'm gonna use these lined notebooks, right? And oh, I was going with the price. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm all over the place. So these lined notebooks, since they don't have anything in them, they were, I think they're $9, and I paid $3 something for each one. And then these are $14, and I paid like $6 something for each one. So I got a really good deal. And this I paid, I think, $12. So I think all in all, plus shipping and taxes, I paid $43 something with everything. Shipping, taxes, the price of these for 4 notebooks, and it's like a traveler's notebook, but they call it a folio. That's a really stinking good deal. So I don't think I'm wasting any money if I don't use these. That's where I was headed. Okay. So the reason why I have these notebooks, someone asked me, are you not using Happy Planner anymore? Absolutely I am. I like to have lined notebooks that are bound. And I use these mostly for like my faith, I don't know, journey. I don't know what to call it. But I take this or a traveler's notebook with me to church, and I take it to all my study groups, all my Bible studies, or on my own. And that's why I wanted the lined notebooks. And I don't like them in a Happy Planner because what I do with a Happy Planner is I tend to take the pages out. That's the whole point of the Happy Planner, that it's so cool you can take the pages out. But the problem is I will stick them in another notebook and not know where they are. And I don't really want it with my plans too much. I really would just like it to be separate, if that makes sense. It's a totally different notebook. Even if I have different notebooks in there, it's completely separate. I could totally take this out of the folio and then just stick this in my purse if I wanted to. And sometimes that is what I want to do if I don't want to take my whole notebook with me. And so I feel like I like them to be bound and specifically stitched. Now these are stitched, and that's my favorite part of these, because I want them to stay together forever. And I know that if I'm looking for maybe something I was praying about, or my notes that we went over in church, I know where to find them. They're going to be all together. Everything from this part of the year or whatever is going to be in one notebook. And that's what I love about it. I'm not going to search for them in different areas. They're slim. They fit in my They fit in my purse easily or within a stack of books. Like, I don't have to worry about these bulky discs that will break, or the big metal disc. I know those don't break, but still, I don't have to worry about the bulkiness. So that is why I chose notebooks. I've been doing this for a little over a year now, and it's probably 2 years now, and it's working out well. I didn't use traveler's notebooks before, but I did use different kinds of bound notebooks, like perfectly bound ones. But since I've started using the traveler's notebook system, this is stinking great. So let me show you what I'm currently, actually, let me go over these first. So there's some difference between the dailies, and I've seen other people go through them, so I won't go over them too much because you probably already see them. But so one big difference you'll see is that they put the calendar up here, and on the old one and the new one, it's going to be down here. And then they have these hexagons, which people are like, what am I going to do with them? And if I'm not mistaken, I think she has hexagon stickers in either her new sticker book, or they came with the planner. So maybe you can stick a sticker there, or use it to, I don't know, put a focus or appointment or something up there. I have no idea. I like the checkbox, and I've seen other people do this, and I've seen so many people do it that I thought it came that way until I received it. I was like, oh, you silly. They wrote that in. I like to have an hourly going on. So I've seen people do like morning, afternoon, and evening, and that's probably exactly what I'm going to do. Or just do like morning and afternoon, and then, or there's some areas from notes here. So I don't know, maybe not. But there's none on this page. That's kind of weird. There's note area here, but not there. Just like a little bit. So yeah, I'll probably do an hourly thing here that helps me keep my day organized. And what I liked about these that are interesting is that this stitching is different, and I believe all the books. Now this is the only volume I have for this one, but I believe that because they're all different, they're all Kaleidoscope for the new 2020, but they're different like colors. You see how this is like a foil on it. And so the stitching is purple. I like that nice little detail in those. And then this one, these other two line ones are exactly the same. So this one has like a gold stitching. And then this one I think is blue, I believe. Yeah, this one's blue. And this one was like not cut correctly, so I'm gonna have to go in and fix that. But I like that they have different color stitching. That was really cool. So I am probably going to use only one of these, only one of the dailies, and then two of these together, and I'm going to stick them in here. Now, I didn't realize how bulky this was, and I was always so hesitant to order the Erin Condren ones because sounds silly, but it has too many pages. So what I've decided to do is to break these up. So this is one notebook, but it's going to be like two. So I'm going to use one half for one thing and the other half for another. And typically you want a notebook to get good value. You want it to last a really long time, right? But if I were to use one notebook for one thing, I'll be in it for 6 months and I'm gonna get tired of seeing it, to be honest with you. I like to switch these out. So what I'm gonna do is one half will be like sermon notes, because I only use these each section like once a week, and I'll use like 3 pages max once a week. So for my church sermon notes, I'll use 2, maybe 2.5 pages of this. It's going to take me a long time to get through this, right? If I were to use this whole thing, it would take forever. So I will use one half for sermon notes, and then one half like for my life group. And then I'm in 2 different studies, or I could do for one Bible study here, another one here, or my own. I'm in like probably too many studies right now, but or I also like to do I didn't get a third one, but if I wanted to, I could just use, what I would do is use a whole entire notebook for my prayer journals, but I haven't been doing that lately. I haven't been writing them, but if I were, I would need the whole notebook, because I could write like 4 or 5 pages. Okay, not a day, maybe like 3 pages a day, and that's every day. So I would go through this rather quickly. But when it comes to sermon notes and my Bible study notes, not so much. It takes me a while. So that is what I'm going to do with this. So it's going to go these 3 together. And I will say, let me show you what I was using, what I'm currently using. So I'm moving into the Erin Condren out of this Carpe Diem. I've had this for probably 2 years, and it's just this design. This came in a Erin Condren seasonal surprise box. It was patches, and I stuck them in there, and it's got some sticky stuff in here because I stuck them in here when I got tired of them. Anyways, these are from May Designs. Her notebooks are absolutely my favorite because the canvas, she's got like this patent canvas on it, and you can't get it anywhere else. And it's just really nice. And so I have 2 of these. This size I've never used before. This is the first time I've ever used it. And it's not my favorite, and I would never use them. But I just thought, just go ahead and use them. Get some use out of it. Use what you have. So it's been working out. And this comes in her May mail. That's where this size comes from. And these notebooks are actually perfect as far as how many pages you get, because I could use, and that's what I've been doing, use one notebook for one thing, and it's only gonna last about a month and a half, maybe. There's only like, I want to say 20 something sheets of paper. Yeah, like 20 sheets, so like 40 pages, and that's perfect. And this one is from Happy Scrappy, and I couldn't find any more on her site, and it's really cute. They don't match. These 3 notebooks don't match. These 2 do match, but who cares? It's what I have, and I think you should just use what you have sometimes. And so that's what I'm currently in. I really like this Carpe Diem notebook, and I kind of judge everything else like and compare it. Like I compare it to this. Like this is the standard. And what I immediately noticed that I didn't like about the Erin Condren, do you see how these? It seems like this band isn't one big continuous band, and I started playing with that as soon as I ordered this and realized it is actually one big band, but it feels like there's 2 separate bands, and so they don't like really pull on each other, and they stay nice and secure. And so when I got this one, I was like, are you kidding me? Like, see, I only have three notebooks in here. There's only 3. I don't have an extra one here, and it's fine. It stays closed. It's not sloppy. They're nice and secure. It's tight. It's fine. This one, however, these bands are so stinking big that I'm going to have to play around with them and tug and tug and tug to get them to keep my notebooks nice and secure. Like, you see how loose that is? And then some of the other ones are kind of tight. Well, that's only because they were so loose I had to tug on them. So anyways, it's just like this tug of war game, and that's kind of annoying to me. I don't like that. Like, this one's way too tight because the other ones are way too, yeah, this is gonna ruin my notebook if I keep doing this. I have to pull on it, pull on this string, and I don't like this about it. This is what I don't like. It's like it's because her notebooks are really thick, and some are thicker than others. Her notebooks are so thick, and that's why they're like that. And so if I had a 4th one in here, it's just too much for me. This is perfectly fine. If you see, I mean, her notebooks are really thick, and these May design ones are really thin. They're thinner than her normal ones because they have less sheets in them, I think. And so, yeah, I think her normal ones have about 40. This is about the thickness that I want of it, and I don't need, like I said, 2 dailies. I don't need all volumes of the dailies in here. I just need 1 volume, and that's what's awesome about this. You can switch the notebooks out just like you can on the Happy Planner, switch your pages out. So anyways, it's kind of weird, you know, like some of, oh, actually, this actually is looking, I must have tugged in the right places because they're nice and secure. Now I sound like a liar. Because earlier when I promised you the other day, I got this 2 days ago, and I stuck them in here, and I was so frustrated. I had like this big old extra band, but it looks like, you know what? I started filming. YouTube wanted to make a liar out of me, and now they look fine. So I guess I shouldn't complain too much, but I still don't feel like they're as secure as they are in the Carpe Diem, but I mean, like, they're gonna start going like this, you know what I mean? And this Carpe Diem is really thick. It's like, this is 1 sheet, it seems like, of leatherette, and this is, I mean, this is not real leather either, but see how it's double, it's like double bound or whatever. It's 2 pieces, and then this one has pockets in it, and this here, and then like you could slide, I don't know, something in there. This one has 0 pockets, and I don't think she has anything that you can add. Maybe you can get the little corners that she has, but I don't think she has any pockets, and if she does, somebody please correct me because I might want to put them in there. I never really use in my Carpe Diem, so I'm not complaining about that. But yeah, so this is my new Erin Condren one, and then this is the one I was using before. Now I made this. It's a piece of leather. This is actual leather, so it's like the inside. I just got a piece of leather from Cricut. And you guys, this is terrible made. It's my first one I ever made, and look at these. I used a hole punch. You should not use that. You should use like the little ones. I think We Are Memory Keepers has one called Crocodile, and it's like small ones, and that's what you should use. I got this from Joann. This is really thin, but I actually like this cord is really thick. I actually like this thin one. I think the cord in the Carpe Diem is really thin as well. So that's fine. That's a patch from the Happy Planner. And so I came to look at mine that I made. I'm like, is it one continuous? And it is one giant string. But even mine that I made myself was tighter. I don't know. I think I just need to go in and mess with these bands in the Erin Condren one. And so the reason why I made this one is because we got a ton of these. I wish I had one that was like naked, didn't have a cover on it. I don't see one near me. I have so many notebooks, it's not even funny. Oh, here's this one. Okay, so we got a ton of these at Go Wild. These are from Michael's, and I had actually purchased these before because I thought they were B6 size, and they're not, and I had a B6 tan. They are not B6. They're a little bit smaller. I keep getting like dust or something on my thing. Anyways, they are smaller. And I covered this one up. I used vinyl and stuck that on there, and this was like my prayer book. And so I made this traveler's notebook to fit these in here, and it fit 4 perfectly in there. And these notebooks are super cheap and thin. The paper's not the greatest, but y'all, it did the job. I would just have to use like so many, because these are actually like a lot. I mean, they're smaller, and there's 32 sheets in here. So, I mean, it's like the smallest notebook, you know what I mean? And so and then I don't like that none of them ever match. And so what I did like about May Designs is that you can choose your covers. In the Maymail, you cannot. And do I have oh, here goes one. Here's a regular size one from May Designs. If you see the difference, they're a little shorter, and they are definitely wider. And so these are thicker. These are her standard ones. They're $15. This comes in Maymail, and you get 2 for, I think, $25. You get 2 of these, a pen, a print, and some other things that she puts in there. But it's 2 notebooks. That's like the main thing, and they're different prints. Now, if you go to her May Designs website and you just order her notebooks, there's all kinds of insides that you can choose. There's tons and tons of covers. She does collaborations. This was a Go Wild one, but she does collaborations like Studio Calico and Emily Lay and a couple of other designers, so you can customize these. And I did do that for a while, and I used all the Go Wild designs. But the reason why I didn't get that this time around is because honestly, these were $15, and these I got this one for like $3 something. It's bigger, it's thicker. I really do. This is my preferred size, and I had a couple other notebooks. Like here is a who's this from? This is Moleskin. Now the Moleskin one had too many sheets in it. Like, oh my gosh, it took me forever to get through this. That was before I started splitting them up, and I just got sick of it, because I would decorate it. I'd put a cover over it the way I did my other one. I don't know where it went. I put it away. I would cover it and change it through the seasons, 4 different seasons, and I decided, here goes another little one. That was from Michael's. I decided I'm not doing that. I'm just going to have to stick to these notebooks, because you can't change the designs. What you get is what you get. She doesn't like have different designs to choose from. If you want a lined notebook, I think there's this one, and then, or not this one. There's this one over here, and then one other designer, Oh Joy, I think, that she has, and it totally does not match. And so that's one down thing about the Erin Condren ones, is that, I mean, she comes out with one design, and that's what you get for the rest of the year or whatever. Everything's in that one design. But they were really affordable. This Traveler's Notebook, or this Folio, I mean, look how thick that would be. This Folio is $20. This one's, I think, $30. You can always use a coupon, though, when they used to have them at Hobby Lobby. May Designs, her folios are like $70. So Erin Condren just seemed like the economically good choice right now. And then I really like that she had these daily notebooks, because I've been using the bound notebooks by the Happy Planner. I was using that for a few weeks. Let me see if I can find one. I was using these for a few weeks, like the dot grids. These are like, I think they're perfectly bound. Maybe not. I don't know. But I just really like this system. And I guess if you wanted to add a bunch of things in there, this Folio does give you room to do that. And the way that they're stitched, they'll stay together versus the Happy Planner one that it's like glued in. I'm afraid the pages are going to start coming out. And so, yeah, I have tons and tons and tons of these notebooks. They just sit on my shelf all in a line, and I really need to label them, but I can just pull them when I need them. And I don't have a ton of discs to deal with. So that is my Erin Condren order. I will link everything below, and I have like a coupon code for you to get $10 off your first order. I would totally use that because that's how I was able, not from that specific one, but using these coupons and stuff, or coupon codes, is how you can get this to be affordable, because I know everyone's like, it's so expensive, but there are ways for you to get them at a discounted rate. And her stuff is like, you know, it's pretty good quality. I wouldn't say that her covers on these notebooks, they're probably my least favorite quality of probably any notebook I've used, honestly. I mean, they're higher quality than I would say this stuff. But this, I can cover this because it's so thin. This is like really thick cardstock. That's all that is. I guess this is too, but it's got a coating on it, so it's slick. And it's just a little more sturdy. But anyways, yeah, that's not my favorite, but her paper is really good quality in the inside. May Designs paper is amazing. I had this really cheap pen that came from Michael's. We got this at Go Wild, and when I wrote on it with other pages on other planners and stuff, it really wasn't that great. But when I wrote with it in the May Design book, it wrote amazing. So the paper does, pen quality is a factor, of course, but your paper quality also kind of determines your experience with your pen as well. And so I'm thinking that this paper is going to be really good because she's known for her paper. I don't know if this is the Mohawk stuff. I don't think so. I feel like this one is and that one's not, but because there's a color difference too. Like this is a little darker than this one, it seems like. So I feel like this one may not be. I wonder if this one is. Oh, okay. So it looks like her old notebooks, she didn't use it, and in this one, I'm pretty sure this is that Mohawk paper. So her new notebooks have that. That's why there's a little bit of color difference in there. I just noticed that this is a crisp wipe and this is white, and this one's not. But anyways, so yeah. So you're going to get good quality, and if you want to keep on code, you can use that. So that's all I have for you today. I can't wait to go in. Oh, let me show you the dailies. Also have these stickers in the back that will fit their calendar perfectly. That's the old one again, so the new one, you probably want to see that one. Has purple foil, at least for the volume 1. I don't know the other ones. And so that's really fun too. And she's got all kinds of other designs if you don't want lines or daily. She's got all kinds of different wellness and meal planning and all the things. So you should go check that out. But thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more, you should definitely hit that subscribe button. And then go follow me on Instagram at HerThrive. I will smell y'all later. Thanks for watching. Bye.